Yo,
Trip lang, trip,
pakinggan nyo to.
trip, bakit? Trip,
Trip lang.
trip lang. Sumabay ng sibat na ng bahay.
Hi, my name is Ina, and just like you, I become adventurous at certain times too. Join me as I take you to a walk on streets and places you should be. I promise to give you bottomless quest for fun, infinite filling of possibilities, limitless celebration of differences, and endless catching of boundaries in life. Adventure knows no boundaries. So camera ready? Cause now, we be tripping.
Trip, trip lang, trip, 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 trip lang. Trip, 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 trip lang.
Hey trippers! Our summer continues here in BeeTripping. Get up there, buddy. Summer is too gray not to do something. You got plenty of stuff to do outside of that window waiting for you to grab. Summer is for feels, not for seas. So have you got anything fruitful to do this summer? Because I just did, and yet I still have a long list of adventures to do. First in the list, Bugsay Mindanao 3 Paddle for Peace. And I am so honored to witness this special event right here in Butuan. And if you happen not to see this event, no worries. I got it captured just for you. So let's go. Oops, before that, let me teach you something. Do this. Paddles up. Bugsay Mindanao 3 Paddle for Peace, a battle of power, might, and aspirations. A battle not just to determine who the best is, but a battle of who paddles with pride and responsibility. Hosted by Father Saturnino Urias University, forwarding their advocacies for the protection of resources and making sure it is utilized with good aims, the event claimed to transform waterways to spaces for peace that commence the preservation of the majestic Aguzon River by the paddling of its agents, dragon boat teams all over Visayas and Mindanao. As a part of the opening of the Balanghay Festival, it also brought Butuanans one with the advocacy to protect its #1 channel of trade and industry way back in history and even now. Right here at Father Saturnino Urias University for the opening ceremonies of Bugsay Mindanao Paddle for Peace 3. 14 teams all over Visayas and Mindanao paddle for peace in the mighty Aguzon River. Paddles up! Before we paddle, let me share some background of what is Dragon Boat. So I have here Miss Pinky and Miss Judy, the veterans and the pioneers of Bugsay, Pilipinas. Good morning!
Morning, Miss.
Kamusta po? How's everything going for the competition?
We're all excited for tomorrow's event kasi first time na parang this is the biggest so far, no? In all Bugsay, for the Bugsay.
I believe you two are paddlers as well, or...
Nako, yan na. Yeah, we started this sport way about more than a decade. Yun, parang yun nga. It changed our lives. So this sport is life-changing.
Oh, what I like about Dragon Boat sport, this is open to all ability groups. So it's open to male, female, different size,
Yeah, all gender, or yeah.
age. We have like during the World Championships, we have paddlers as young as 12 years old, as old as 80 years old. World Championship yun.
Merong category.
There's also a breast
Cancer survivor.
breast cancer survivor division. So mga breast cancer survivors yun, kumakarera sila. Imagine that.
Oh.
You compete internationally, parang see you anywhere in the world. Then
Paddlers competed in the 200 and 2,000 meter class that featured 3 categories: open men's standard boat, mixed standard, and the women's small boat. A festival race is typically a sprint event of several hundred meters, with 500 meters and most common 200, 1,000, and 2,000 meter races are also standard distances in international competition. 2,000 meter races are normally held on a 500 meter course, which teams must do 2 loops starting and ending at one end and completing 3 180 degrees turn. Other distances may also be used in local festivals, such as 100 or 250 meters or another distance depending on the sides of the lake or river.
In Mindanao, there are 4 key people to parang accredit sa Bugsay Mindanao. There's Miss Pinky, tapos there's also Father Kids, si Doc Jake, and then si Miss Clang Kalolot of Davao Dragon Boat Association. So those 4 people, they are parang the pioneers of Bugsay Mindanao.
So, when you get to race in not only Manila but other racing venues like in Boracay Island, then you get to meet a lot of teams, you get to meet new friends, iba.
There you have it, Miss Judy and Miss Pinky, the pioneers and the legends of
di pa legends.
Dragon Boat
Yes.
sa Bugsay Pilipinas and Bugsay Mindanao.
Aside from the competition, Bugsay Mindanao has a lot of things to offer. Foods, souvenirs, and a lot more that makes the event completely a splash of excitement.
Only 220 pesos.
While as for the 14 teams, they are all ready to paddle for their team's victory in the mighty Agusan River. Dragon boat racing scene is symbolizing the 4 elements: fire, water, earth, and wind, investing on the importance of protecting our environment and embracing its beauty.
When you see people so driven in doing something that sometimes it seems it's already their life, it's pretty amazing that you catch their passion and you feel very invigorated as well. Well, as for me, I salute this team. Being with them for a couple of days made me really want to have their high spirits. So let's get to know one Dragon Boat team that I'm pretty sure will make you salute too.
Stamina, strength, skill, and spirit. These are the S's that makes them paddle forward. For them, the destiny of hard work is always success. NMBS Base Camp Dragons all the way from Davao City.
Hey, I'm with the Base Camp Dragons. Sir Jack, Ma'am Dang, and Sir Ray. Hi!
Hi guys.
This is for the 3rd Bugsay Mindanao Paddle for Peace at PPA Ground. Paano ba if I like to join Base Camp? Paano ba? How does one become a Base Camp paddler?
It's actually may parang konting screening lang, like just personality check lang, and then mag-conduct ng training, and then
Coming the training, parang ganun lang. attend
and
the training.
i-introduce yung sport, and
So, any preparations? Paano ba yung diet nyo? Para di mabigat sa di ba? That's very necessary, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Actually, yung preparation actually, kailangan talaga carbo loading, ganyan, protein loading, high protein, ganyan. Pero once na nag-approach na, ito na, yung season na talaga ng kailangan talaga, peak season, let's say peak season, kailangan talaga dry spell. Meaning, low na sa salt, walang alcohol, low sa fats, fatty foods, mga oils, ganyan, dairy foods, dairy products, so mga ganun-ganun. Tapos, syempre, wala nang puyat masyado, wala nang gigs or whatever, mga ganyan-ganyan. So, less na talaga, kumbaga, concentrate na talaga dun sa training itself. Para at least hindi yung tomorrow, iisipin mo pagka binigyan kayo ng workout, dapat kaya mo. So, ganun. Everyday workout. Yun talaga.
every morning.
Dry spell.
Yes.
Okay, dry spell. One word for today.
Dry spell.
Gayahin nyo din para paddle tayo paminsan-minsan.
Composed of strong men and women, and I must say really driven, to paddle each day for their lives, passionate about their sport, and have been paddling for years in countless streams and rivers in the country.
Paano ba ang base camp parang huddle or parang mag-connect? Meron ba kayong parang connecting bago yung connecting moments Parang
Yes. Usually,
yung mental,
preparation
Oo.
na ganyan. Actually, before everything, we pray.
of course.
And then, after praying, we communicate with each other what we have to do. Tapos, we follow instructions during training. Kung ano sabihin ni coach, yun ang gagawin namin. And then, we perform. Kung ano yung sabihin, gawin nyo yan. Diba? And then, we deliver. Diba? Di-deliver. Kung ano yung, what is being asked, i-deliver. Yan, ganun. So, para makita namin na talagang kayang i-improve, nag-improve ba yung team. And then, yun, we communicate na parang, is there any problem with you guys? Ganyan. So, tapos we check on the individuals, usually.
Gaano tagal na kayong nagkapadal? Ikaw?
Sila na lang.
Kung si Ma'am Dang, matagal na ito. The team started September 2015.
Pero nag-dragon boat ka na din?
Yeah. Yun. Wala pa.
Rafting lang,
Oo.
rafting.
Rafting
Ikaw
kami.
din?
Both rafting, river guides.
Kayo magkasama. Si Ma'am Dang, matagal
Is
na
our
talaga.
coach.
Wife ako talaga nung pinaka-coach nila, head coach. And
Ay,
then,
pinaka-coach.
Oo, yun. Tapos ako yung, actually during yung first na Bugsay Mindanao, siya yung nag-handle talaga. Nung second Bugsay Mindanao, kasi he's off the country, so I handle the team. Tapos ngayon, join force, ganon.
Trainings, being totally sun-kissed most of the time, determined to conquer every finish line first, and from losses to victories, they are always one. One in passion, one in their love of the sport, and one in life's trials and triumphs.
So there you have it, Base Camp Dragons. Sir Jack, Miss Dang, and Sir Ray for 3rd Bugsay Mindanao Paddle for Peace. Bugsay Mindanao is not just about medals and trophies. It's an annual sports event that articulates advocacies on the protection of our waterways and works of peace. Well, as for this year, it's time for the mighty Agusan River.
Agusan River is the longest river in Mindanao. It rises in the southeast and flows northward for 240 miles to enter Butuan Bay of the Bohol Sea. The river forms a fertile valley 40 to 50 miles wide between the central Mindanao highlands and the Pacific Cordillera. Important population centers are clustered around the bay and include Butuan, Cabadbaran, and Buena Vista. Despite early Spanish contacts and missionary activities in the 17th century, most of the valley has remained sparsely settled by the Magahat, Mamanwa, Manobo, Higahon, Mandaya, and Bagobo peoples. With the advent of logging and immigrant laborers, many of these groups have moved farther inland. Until the early 1960s, when a road was completed linking Butuan with Davao City to the south, the Agusan, which is navigable for 160 miles by a small craft, was the only access route to the interior. Through time, the river has not just made itself a plain waterway but also a home for festivals and other water sports. Drummers beating and steerers making sure the steadfast movement of their craft and the paddler's strength and courage made the beauty of the river such a display of art. A number of colorful and strong dragon boats racing into one unified goal, and one end, an element to strive for peace and protection. And just like the Agusan River Basin that may be divided into regions, a dragon boat paddling event unites enthusiasts into one point of convergence.
I think the difference between a regular person and an athlete, aside from astounding passion in their field, is discipline. And one of that is what they're taking in their body. Let's hop to my favorite part of this segment, food trip. No more talking, let's get to see what these dragons eat.
From training to preparing for the competition to the duration and aftermath of it, food plays a vital role in the overall capacity of an athlete.
Hi, I'm with Chef Pomex of Chef Pomex House. What are the things that you should consider when cooking for athletes? Diba, we know that they are into something. They're getting ready for a competition. So, unsa man nga mga butang atong i-consider?
Ang ilang kuan is kanang nandiyo ang sa diet plan nila. Magkuan dito og carb loading.
Nutrition is king when it comes to gaining an edge over other competitors. Discipline is more than vices and junks away before competition, or as what they say, dry spell. It is more than that. Food is the source of their power more than sleep, more than calories in and calories out. It's fuel. Wrong intake may set you back and right ones may firm you. That's the food cycle. Unlike me who takes all the food possible in the table, but again, I'm not competing, and it's a different story.
Iwan nila ang akong gi-prepare is puro daghan og carbs nga pagkaon. Unya, no dairy, not oily, no soft drinks, tapos kailangan mga lean, like protein ang atong i-prepare ilang kuan menu.
A paddler's diet is like an adolescent's diet, except for one critical exception: carbohydrates. Paddlers need more carbs. The energy and power primarily comes from carbohydrates. These energy comes from carbs are stored in muscles as glycogen. The carb level in the muscle must be restored before the next practice in order for the paddler to recover and be ready to work hard again. If the levels are not restored, the paddler remains fatigued and training is not effective. And if the problem persists, they will not be able to race well. Coaches and nutritionists suggest that calories be split so that 65% comes from carbohydrates, 15% from fats, and 20% proteins, reflecting greater carbohydrate needs.
All lean. So ana kay kanihang lang gid ang protein pod kay para sa muscle nila nga mas strong og ang carbohydrates para ang fuel sa.
I believe there's no soft drinks or
Wala. Oh, yes, wala na siya. So no anang soft drinks. So juice lang gid og water ang ilaha.
According to dietitian Cynthia Proscia, a meal should be eaten at least 3 hours before the start of the game. This is because an average person should leave enough time between eating and playing, and this meal should contain between 500 and 1,000 calories.
I'm just so curious where they take their energy into. So why don't we dig deep to what they're taking in their body and see if we can be strong like them. So let's dig in.
Carbs, protein, and fat should be taken seriously and meticulously. Carbs for a source of energy, but stick to basic carbs. Avoid high fiber carb-based food. Protein and fat too. So make sure calories are there to fuel the power. And of course, hydration in the massive heat of the sun to keep you going. Plan can help you take your competition to the next level. Fuel carbohydrates, recover with protein, and reap the benefits on the water. Eat. Game day nutrition and recovery are vital to successful performance.
So there you have it, the official chef of the Base Camp Dragons for the Bugsay Mindanao 3, Chef Pomex. And if you want your food to be prepared by her, so you can contact her through Facebook, that's
Pomex Ilagan.
Yes, Pomex Ilagan. And her contact number is already flashed on your screens. So call her now and be amazed by the food she prepares. So there you have it. Thank you so much, Chef Pomex. And so that's it for your summer paddling with me this week. See you again same time next week for another BeeTripping experience. Have a great day!